Do you know what your credit score is right now? I want you to really think about that. Because if you are sitting there thinking, Susie, I am 65 years old, I've paid off my mortgage, I don't owe a dime to anyone, so I don't need a credit score, I am here to tell you that you are making a massive, potentially devastating financial mistake. We live in a world where your credit score is no longer just about buying a house or financing a new car. Your credit score is a reflection of your financial trustworthiness, and in retirement, it matters more than you could ever imagine. If you want to downsize and move into a beautiful senior living community, they are going to check your credit score. If you want to rent a nice condo near your grandkids, the landlord is going to pull your credit report. If you need to switch your car insurance or hook up utilities in a new state, guess what? A low credit score, or worse, having no credit score at all, what the financial industry calls being credit invisible, will cost you thousands of dollars in higher premiums and forced cash deposits. It breaks my heart when I see retirees who have done everything right. You worked hard for 40 years, you saved your money, you paid off your debts, and your reward is that your credit score completely vanishes because you haven't used a credit card or taken out a loan in years. It is a flawed system, but we must play the game to protect your hard-earned money. Fifth, you need a way to pay them. This can be a standard U.S. bank checking account, a debit card, or a credit card. Now, listen to me very carefully, because this is what is not required, and this is why Kikoff is so unique. There is absolutely no credit check to apply. Let me repeat that. Zero credit check. They do not care if your credit score is a 400, or if you don't even have a score to your name. Because there is no credit check, applying for Kikoff will not cause a hard inquiry on your credit report. A hard inquiry can pull your score down by a few points, which is the last thing you want when you are trying to build it up. There is also no security deposit required. Unlike a traditional secured credit card, where you have to send a bank $200 or $500 of your own cold, hard cash just to hold onto as collateral, Kikoff doesn't take a single dime up front to establish your credit line. So, how does it actually work once you meet these basic requirements, and why should you care? Kikoff essentially creates a simulated environment that looks beautiful to the credit bureaus. When you sign up for their basic credit account, they instantly grant you a $750 line of credit. But here is the catch, and it is a good catch, a safe catch. You cannot use this credit line to go to the grocery store. You cannot use it to buy a plane ticket to go see your family. You can only use this $750 credit line inside the Kikoff online store to buy educational ebooks or courses, which usually cost around $10 to $20. The basic plan costs you a mere $5 a month. So, Kikoff gives you a $750 line of credit, you have a tiny balance on it from the plan cost, and every single month, you pay that $5 balance. Kikoff then turns around and reports to Experian and Equifax that you have a $750 credit limit, you are only using a tiny fraction of it, and you are paying your bill on time every single month. Why is this pure magic for your credit score? Because it tackles the two most critical components of your FICO score. The number one factor in your credit score is your payment history, making up 35% of the total math. By paying that tiny fee on time every month, you are logging a perfect stream of on-time payments. The number two factor is your credit utilization ratio, which makes up 30% of your score. This is the amount of debt you owe compared to your total credit limit. The credit bureaus love to see this number below 10%. Because Kikoff gives you a $750 limit and your balance is practically nothing, your utilization looks incredibly low. It tells the financial world, look at this person. They have access to credit, but they're disciplined. They don't abuse it. But I need to give you a harsh reality check, because I only want you to do things that are smart for you. Kikoff is a phenomenal starter tool or a protective shield if your credit has completely gone dark. It is a controlled, low-stakes environment. However, it is not a magic wand that will instantly grant you a perfect 800 credit score overnight. If you already have a healthy credit score, say you are sitting at a 760 because you still use a traditional credit card for gas and groceries and pay it off in full every month, you do not need Kikoff. It won't hurt you, but it won't give you a massive boost either. But if you are standing in the shadows of the credit world, if you have no score because you've lived entirely on cash for the past decade, or if you went through a rough financial patch like a medical bankruptcy and your score is in the 500s, this is a beautiful step. Here is your actionable takeaway, your marching orders for me to you. First, I want you to go to a free, secure site like annualcreditreport.com and check your credit reports. See where you stand. If you see that your file is stagnant or empty, I want you to look into a low-cost credit builder like Kikoff. Second, if you do sign up, you must set that monthly payment to autopay. Do not rely on your memory. If you miss a single $5 payment, Kikoff is required to report that late payment to the bureaus, and instead of building your credit, you will destroy it. You must protect yourself by automating the process. Connect it to your checking account, set it, and let it build your financial security in the background while you enjoy your life. You have worked too hard, for too many years, to let a silly 3-digit number stand in the way of your peace of mind in retirement. Take control of your credit, eliminate the fear of the unknown, and be strong, be smart, and be secure.